Very good morning to all of you students. Welcome to the mathematics class. In this session we will discuss chapter number 11 of class 6, and this chapter is related to math second. The name of the chapter is understanding elementary shape. In this chapter we will discuss different types of regular and irregular shapes. So here first of all we will discuss the content of this chapter. In this chapter, we will discuss identify regular and irregular polygons, classification of polygons on the basis of number of sides, identify sides, vertices and diagonals, classification of triangles on the basis of length of sides and magnitude of angle, understand quadrilateral and their elements, understand convex and concave quadrilaterals. So these are the main important topics, and we will discuss also here properties of different quadrilaterals. So children, start the chapter one by one. Okay, now see students, first topic is polygon. A simple closed curve made up of three or more line segment is known as a polygon. Some examples of polygons are given as. So polygons are the closed surfaces which are enclosed by two or more than sides. So here triangle, quadrilateral and hexagon. These are the example of polygons. Regular and irregular polygons. See here triangle, square, hexagon. These are the example of regular polygon. Except it, triangle, parallelogram, rectangle, trapezium. These are also the example of regular hexagon. Sorry, regular polygon. Now students, we will discuss here quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. It has four angles. The sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360. This is important, and you have to know the total sum of the angle in a quadrilateral is 360. Clear? The some example of quadrilateral are: first is square, second rectangle, third one is rhombus, next one trapezium, and last is parallelogram. And they all are starting from rectangle to parallelogram are irregular polygons. Now, a square is a four-sided regular polygon. All of its sides and angles of a square are equal. Each of angles of a square is 90 degree. Rectangle, non-parallelogram, rhombus and trapezium are the example of irregular quadrilaterals. Here see, this is the example of pentagon, and it is a regular pentagon, but another example is also a pentagon, but this is not a regular pentagon. In the same way, if you see here hexagon, a six-sided polygon is known as hexagon. It has six angles. The sum of the angles of a hexagon is 720. So this is the important point, and you have to learn the total sum of the angle in a hexagon is 720. This is the example of regular hexagon, and this is the example of irregular hexagon. Both hexagon contain six sides. Now heptagon. A seven-sided polygon is known as heptagon. It has seven angles. The sum of the angles in a heptagon is 900. This is the important point. So this is the example of regular heptagon, and this is the example of regular heptagon. In the same way, octagon. An eight-sided polygon is known as octagon. It has eight angles. The sum of the angles in an octagon is 1080. This is the example of regular octagon, and this is the example of irregular octagon. Clear? Nonagon. A nine-sided polygon is known as nonagon. It means it contains nine sides, and the sum of the angle in a nonagon is 1260 degree. This is the example of regular nonagon, and this is the example of irregular nonagon. Clear? Okay students. In the last, decagon. A 10-sided polygon is known as decagon. It has 10 angles. The sum of the angles of a decagon is 1440. The example of decagon is, this is the example of regular decagon and this is the example of irregular decagon. Now students, we will discuss here vertices, sides and diagonals of a polygon. So see in the example, see here, this is an example of pentagon because it contains 5 sides. This, 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 this and this. So here there are total sides are 5. That means it is an example of pentagon, and this is an example of regular pentagon. So in the case of vertices, so all the points A, B, C, D, E are called vertices of a pentagon. Clear? Now the sides. In the diagram, you can see here AB, BC, CD and DE and EA or all are the sides of a pentagon. Clear? Now diagonal. If you join any two vertices which are not adjacent, that means if you join AC, AD, CB, so these are the lines called diagonals. There is a condition if you join non-adjacent vertices, that means you cannot join A and B because A and B both are adjacent vertices. So if you join two non-adjacent vertices, then you will get diagonal of a polygon. Now students, adjacent vertices. As you know that in the given figure, the vertices A and B are called adjacent vertices. In the same way, A and E are called adjacent vertices. That means two consecutive vertices are called adjacent vertices. Now student, exercise 11.1 is your for homework, and in this exercise you have to only mention and write the name of the polygons, they are regular or irregular, and you have to write the number of vertices, sides and angle from the figure. So it is very simple because you all understand what are the adjacent sides, what are the adjacent vertices, diagonals. So you can easily identify the number of sides, vertices and angles in any polygon. Clear? So this is your homework and you have to solve this exercise in your notebook. Now children, the next topic is triangle. So what is triangle? See here, a simple closed figure made up of 3 line segment is called a triangle. It is denoted by a symbol delta. A triangle has 3 vertices, 3 sides and 3 angles. In the figure you can see a closed surface covered by 3 sides is called a triangle. Triangle means 3 sides, and triangle contains 3 angles, 3 sides, 3 vertices and 3 medians, 3 altitudes. Clear? Now the next topic is interior and exterior of a triangle. If we take any point inside the triangle like point R, point Q, they are lying inside the triangle, then we can say that these are the points interior of a triangle. And if we lie any point which is outside from the triangle, then we can say that these points are exterior of a triangle. That means inside portion is known as interior of a triangle and outside portion of a triangle is known as exterior of a triangle. Clear? Okay children. Now the next topic is interior angles. What is interior angles? So you can easily see in the diagram angle A, angle B and angle C. They are made inside the triangle. That means they are the part of a interior of a triangle. That's why they are called interior angle. And if we draw the outside of a triangle, then these angles are said to be exterior angle. Clear? Next topic is angle sum property of a triangle. This is important property. In the case of a triangle, if we find out the total sum of interior angle, then it will be 180 degree, because the sum of the all angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Clear? So you have to learn angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Clear, children? Okay. Now, next topic is types of triangle. This is important topic. So types of triangle can be defined in two ways. First on the basis of an angle, and second one is on the basis of a side. The classification of a triangle on the basis of a angle. On the basis of an angle, triangles are of different types. First is acute angle triangle, and you can easily see in the diagram there is a triangle in which angle A, angle C and angle B all are acute angle. That means less than 90 degree. So if in any triangle all the angles are less than 90 degree, then such type of triangle is known as acute angle triangle. Clear? Okay, now the next one is right angle triangle. So a triangle contain one 90-degree angle, then such type of triangle is known as right angle triangle. You can see in the diagram the triangle DEF contain 90 degree at angle E, that means this is a right angle triangle. Next one is obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse means more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. If a triangle contain one angle which is more than 90 degree and more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, then such types of triangles are known as obtuse angle triangle. Here in triangle HGI, angle H is 100 degree. So it is a obtuse angle triangle. Next one is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, it is a triangle which have equal sides and all the angles of this triangle are equal and they are 60 degree. That means if any triangle contain equal sides and their all the angles are 60 degree, then such type of triangle is known as equilateral triangle. Now student, you have to remember some points. First point is the sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Second one is a right angle triangle can have only one right angle. And the third one is a triangle can have only one obtuse angle. So these are the important points and you have to remember it. Now the second one is classification of a triangle on the basis of sides. So on the basis of side we can also distinguish triangles. First one is scalene triangle. Scalene triangle means a triangle. If a triangle contain all the sides unequal, then such type of triangle are known as scalene triangle. For example, in the diagram you can see that triangle PQR contain different sides. PQ is 3 centimeter, QR is 6 centimeter and PR is 5.5 centimeter. So it is a scalene triangle. Next one is isosceles triangle. A triangle contain two equal sides, then it is said to be isosceles triangle. So in the diagram you can see here, in triangle XYZ, two sides are equal and they are 4 centimeter and the third side is different. Then we can say that triangle XYZ is a isosceles triangle. Next one is equilateral triangle. If a triangle contain all sides equal, then we can say that this is a example of equilateral triangle. So in the diagram you can see here, triangle ABC contain equal sides and all the sides are of 5 centimeter. So we can say that it is an example of equilateral triangle. In the case of equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal except all the angles are also equal and they are 60 degree. Clear students? Now we will discuss here some other important points. See student, here we will also discuss some important points like altitude and median of a triangle. So what is altitude and what is median of a triangle? See here in the diagram, ABC is a triangle where AD is perpendicular to BC. So if we draw a line which is perpendicular to the opposite sides and it makes 90 degree, So this line is known as altitude. So altitude always make 90 degree on the opposite sides. In a triangle there are three altitudes. Next one is median. If we draw a line from any vertex to the opposite sides and this line divides the opposite sides into two equal parts, then we can say that the line which divides the opposite sides into two equal parts is known as median. In a triangle there are three medians. Clear? Now, now students, exercise 11.2 is your homework, and in this exercise you have to solve all the question in your notebook. And in this exercise you will only discuss types of triangles on the basis of angles on the basis of sides, and there are some basic questions related to the properties of triangles and their basic concept. Clear? So you have to solve this exercise in your copy. Now the next one is quadrilateral. What is quadrilateral? A simple closed figure made of four line segment is called a quadrilateral. So in the diagram you can see here PQRS is the geometry which is made by the closed surface covered with four sides. That's why it is an example of quadrilateral. Now elements of a quadrilateral, that means the part of a quadrilateral. In a quadrilateral, AB, AD and CD, they are the sides which are joined by the point D. That means they are called adjacent sides. If two sides are connected at the same point, at a common point, then these two sides are called adjacent sides. Here, angle A and angle D are called adjacent angles or adjacent vertices. Now, AC and BD are called diagonals. Clear? Here, AD and BC are opposite sides. In the same way, AB and CD are also opposite sides. So these are the basic elements of quadrilateral. Now the interior and exterior of a quadrilateral. In the same way as we discussed in the triangle, if we take any points inside the quadrilateral, then these points are said to be interior of a quadrilateral. And if we take some points which is outside from the quadrilateral, then we can say that these are the exterior of a quadrilateral. Clear, students? Okay. Now, convex and concave of a quadrilateral. If the line segment joining any two points in a quadrilateral region lies completely within it, then the quadrilateral is called convex quadrilateral. Got it? It means that if you draw a line and the point of these two lines, that means the ends of these two lines lie completely inside the quadrilateral, then such types of quadrilateral are called convex. And if line, some part of a line is outside from the quadrilateral, then we can say that this type of quadrilateral is known as concave quadrilateral. So first quadrilateral is convex and the second one is concave, because in the second quadrilateral some part of a line xy is lie outside from the quadrilateral.